What's happening, people? How you doing? So I know there was an article a while back talking about the 64 gigabyte little carts that go into the Nintendo Switch being delayed. I totally just thought of something here. I got a whole lot of part of me videos talking about people who want to see certain AAA titles come out to the Switch. What if those 64 gig cards are holding back developers? What if they're waiting on those cards? Um, Games like Grand Theft Auto 5, games like even Red Dead Redemption 2, games like the next Call of Duty. I do believe Call of Duty will show up on the Switch. Call of Duty has never missed a Nintendo product. You can say what you want to about that, but Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, both of those games are on the regular Nintendo Wii. Black Ops 2 and Ghost are both on the Wii U. Call of Duty is on Nintendo. They're just very picky about what game is on the Nintendo. We could see Black Ops 3 show up on Nintendo Switch. Hell, I'll go as far as to say I want to see Nintendo Switch be a little bit different with Call of Duty and make them go get the game that people forgot about. I want them to go back and I want them to get declassified. That's right, I want them to get Black Ops declassified. The PS Vita Call of Duty shame. I want them to get that game. And I want them to put that on the Nintendo Switch. I know, that just fucking blew your mind, right? Because I think that game could be major. But due to the fact it was on the Vita, it was held back. And it deserves a second chance at life. It deserves actual recognition. And I'm not a Call of Duty fan, but I believe that that game could have been bigger than the piss poor fan base that it got. So I would love to see that game show up on the Nintendo Switch. Now, that aside, I do believe these 64 gig cards are holding developers back. Games like Overwatch uh, are probably waiting on those cards because their games are probably bigger than what has been shown up on the damn Switch at this time. The games are small as hell right now. I mean, think about it, the biggest game is what? 14 gigs? 15 gigs tops? I get it. Rhyme is 6 gigs, 2 gigs bigger than on the Xbox. I get that. But WWE is substantially smaller on the Switch than it is on the damn Xbox. Substantially. Don't believe the motherfucker at GameStop when he tells you it's 80 gigs. It's not. It's $80, not 80 gigs. It's like, I don't know how many gigs, but it's not no 80 gigs. Fuck that. You would need an entire memory card just for that one game. It's not. Okay? Um, but could these games eventually show up? Absolutely. If the cards, the game cards, there's little bitty game cards. Let me grab one real quick. Just grab the first game right here. If the games that, if these things that these games are printed on right here, if these things that are supposed to come out with 64 gigs, I think these are 32 right now. If these things started hitting out with these 64 gig cards right now, I guarantee you the games that came out would start being major AAA titles. Okay, we'd see games like Overwatch, we'd see Grand Theft Auto 5, we'd see the Red Dead Redemption 2s, we'd see the Maddens and all those other fucking games. And the reason be is the fact that the Switch is breaking records every day. New games are announced every day. There is no more will it, won't it. That doesn't exist no more. There's no more reason to doubt this thing, okay? It's doing everything and then some that developers are going, will wait. It's doing everything and then some, okay? When when you have that going on, there's only one thing that's going to hold you back, and that's the size of the damn card. If the 64 gig cards hadn't been delayed, I guarantee you we'd have a lot more AAA titles out. I mean, look at what happened this past November. It was AAA after AAA after AAA. It started with Doom, and we ended with what? We ended with Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2? And it was like there was no break in between. And you can say what you want to about the fact that some of those are older and dirt, some of them are last gen, way last gen, whatever you can make up all the excuses you want to, but the fact is the game is still here. Okay? So what I think it comes down to is the size of these cards. It's the size of these damn cards is what's holding it back right now. And once this gets fixed, then we'll see a massive flood of AAA support. More than what came this past November, because this past November was insane. Once those cards get fixed, we'll have like the floodgates just open up and everybody's gonna be crying from their damn wallet, talking about I can't do it, I fucking can't do this anymore. Um, everybody's been waiting for something from Blizzard for Overwatch since before the damn thing came out. Basically, when it went from NX to Switch, we saw what this thing was capable of. Everybody was thinking Overwatch. Everybody. Blizzard, all you have to do is announce that you're working on the fucking thing. That's it. All you gotta do is be like, we're working on it. It's coming. You don't even have to say a release date. You just have to breathe. It's coming. And you're gonna print money. I don't understand AAA developers because it's almost like you don't want to get paid at this point. I get it. You're going to make a lot more money right now from PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. You're going to make a lot of money. No problem. No doubts there. But when it comes to the amount of people who want your product on Nintendo, you are basically printing money hand over fist. I mean, legitimately. You have people who've been calling for the same exact titles day in and day out since the damn thing was announced last October, not October 2017, 2016. Over a year ago. Like a year and almost 5 months. Do you understand how that makes you look as a developer? Overwatch has been... People have been crying for Overwatch for over a year and basically like 5 months. Please bring this to the Switch. Please bring... This would make perfect sense. And Blizzard is just sitting back going, no. By the time you get off your ass and do this, you'll make no money. You gotta jump on the train while the train is moving to make the most money. You're not gonna make that much money if you don't do it now. Your physical copies on the Xbox and on the PS4 are dropping every damn price. You can manage to make money if you put this shit on the Switch. Every day, you're losing money from the PS4 and Xbox One because the game has been out longer and longer and longer. This game has not made it to Nintendo. You can make more money. Which is why I don't understand you developers. Because the game can be old as dirt on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and unless they buy it digital, you're not making as much money as you once were. Put the fucking game on the Switch. Make a lot of money. Don't worry about if it's underpowered, because nobody gives a fuck. They just want it on the damn Switch. Make up a lot of money. Start printing money. That's all you gotta do. Make sure the game is playable. Don't make WWE 2K18, but make a playable, respectable game that, looks like Doom or Skyrim, and you'll be fine. Otherwise, you're not going to make any fucking money, and when your game doesn't make any money anymore, you're going to be sitting back going, damn. I wonder if the hype is still there for the Switch. And by the time you wonder that, people will have already moved on to the next fucking game. But people are still clamoring. You're lucky they're still clamoring for certain titles. It's time for you developers to jump on it before it's too fucking late. You got people who still want Resident Evil 7 like myself. You got people who still want Overwatch like myself and millions of other people. If you don't do this now, you will miss millions of dollars. It's not just thousands, it's millions. Just like with Sony and what they did with Crash Bandicoot. They re-released the same 3 games from the PS1. They made thousands of dollars when they could have made potential millions of dollars. Dumb fucking move. Okay? Don't make the same mistake. Make millions, not thousands. Understand? And, oh, you can make millions by selling on Sony and Xbox? Well, why make tens of millions when you can make hundreds? See where I'm going here? Third-party developers, you look stupid right now. Because you're cutting your pockets off. And you're deciding, a couple million's good. I'm looking at it as, couple million? Shit. Motherfucker, you better be making hundreds of million. Don't make no sense why the fuck you want to only make a couple $1,000,000. You should be investing in your next project. And the only way to do that is to continually have money coming in. And the only way to do that is to continually support it across the board. And if you don't do that, then why the fuck should people support you in the first fucking place? See what I'm saying? Get the games out there on the Switch. People want them. People buy them. Every single fucking day. Whether it's digital or physical, people buy them. All you have to do is make a respectable fucking port like they do over at Panic Button, and you'll be fine. People buy them. People still buy the shit ones like WWE 2K18. They still buy them. They just bitch about them later. So, from me to you third-party developers, put your games on every fucking thing and quit limiting how much money you actually fucking make.